Akame got killed. Episode 7 came out a while ago. I'm just not reviewing it because I'm a douche. But you guys don't give a fuck about that, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Man, this episode was sad, but at the same time, it was still a real cool episode. You know, it's the aftermath of Sheele's death, man, and that kind of messed me up because, you know, well, again, I read the manga, but I already knew. So seeing it animated don't really fuck me up. That really fucked me up. Seeing that shit in motion was just kind of like, fuck, she really got fucked up. And it's really fucked up because like her art designers and shit, like she was always a cute character to me in the manga. So seeing her in the anime, I was just like, yeah, man, like, if she was real, I would really try to hop on that shit, though. But she got cut in half, so I ain't trying to fuck with the top half of her. But anyway, this episode, again, was sad, though, because they're dealing with the aftermath of Sheele's death. And it also highlights Esdeath, or Esdeath, as they say in the Japanese version, but it's highlighting her or whatever, and she's like, man, I want to fall in love. I want to know what it's like to be in love, and I wonder who she's going to love. But I'm not going to spoil that shit, you know, but excuse me. She's back in the capital, and she's taken upon herself to hunt down Night Raid and all that type of stuff. And they're all, like I said, dealing with Sheele's death. And Tatsumi makes a comment to Akame about how strong she is because Sheele died, and she seems to, let me not say not care, but she's handling it well. And Akame's like, no, I'm not. Sheele was like one of my best friends. I am struggling on the inside. I'm not strong. And Tatsumi almost starts to cry because he sees Akame crying, and he remembers how happy she was when he came back from his mission. So she had just met him, so she obviously had some attachment to Sheele. And he punishes himself to reassure her and himself that he will not die and he will not let any other members of Night Raid suffer through all this type of shit. And he starts to train with her and with Bulat. And after this, they all sent on a mission to do some scouting against Esdeath and her little team or whatever. And Tatsumi is assigned to be with Bulat, and they're on this ship, masquerading as just members of the ship. Leone is sent to watch Esdeath, like do some scouting, and upon watching her, she realizes that I cannot fuck with this woman. I thought it was gonna be a walk in the park, but I cannot fuck with her whatsoever. So I need to pull out. I regret doing this, but I need to retreat. And she leaves, and Esdeath sends her there, and we're just kind of like, yeah, bitch, you did the right thing. Get the fuck out of here. And Lubbock and mine are together in the trees, and he's doing some stuff with his strings, and they're kind of scouting or whatever. And the team, of course, Esdeath's team, of course, are on the boat with Tatsumi and Bulat. And Bulat is in disguise, you know what I'm saying? He's wearing the Crucible armor, and he's doing the invisibility ability, and that's kind of a tongue twister, invisibility ability. But he's doing that, and Tatsumi is just kind of there out in the open, and that girl starts to play her flute thing, and like it's just sort of putting people to sleep for the most part, man. It's putting people to sleep, and Tatsumi starts to get weak, starts to fall over and all that type of shit, and that lion-looking guy was just kind of like, hey, you're not asleep yet, so something must be going on with you. When they start to have a little fight. You know, when Tatsumi's getting his ass whooped because this guy has those Imperial Arms that they kind of throw when they come back, like boomerangs and shit, you know. And Tatsumi tried to do that, you know, that Goku Frieza shit, where he was going to run at the opponents and have those weapons cut him and Bulat kick something. He was like, that was stupid. The enemy could see exactly what you were doing. That was dumb as fuck. He calls upon his armor, and he cuts that fucking lion dude clean in half. He hits the girl, knocks her the fuck out, and he hits the silver-haired man. You know, and Tatsumi is in awe of how strong Bulat is. And then who says that they call him like 100 kill Bulat. And then the gentleman who we punched stands up and says it was more like 143 kills. You haven't changed, Bulat. You're still the same. And Bulat looks and he's just like, wow, General Liver. And it turns out to be his master, the one who sort of trained him, the guy who looked out for him. He's working for Esdeath. He's reworking for the capital as a lapdog, and that shocks Bulat. And this is how this episode ends. Man, great episode, man. This series is great as fuck, and I'm loving the fact that now the manga is starting to get the attention that it so deserves. I'm starting to notice now that people are reading the manga. You know, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. You know, I'm starting to see that shit. I just can't wait for manga, you know, Panda or Manga Reader, whatever, that it has a little hot shit next to it. Excuse me. I can't wait for that to happen. You know, for the hot flash thing to pop up next to it, and manga stream needs to also translate it, you know. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode, man. Did you enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? Are you enjoying the series so far? Let me know how you all reacted to Sheele's death. You know, those of you who don't read the manga, let me know how you reacted to that. Were you shocked? Especially because it happened in episode 6. So just let me know what you guys think about it, man. Back to Stampede.